Is the red light going?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Chris, you good? All right. Back on the S1000RR, baby. It's been a hot minute, and I like it. What's up, guys? It's me, Eric B, and welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we're not really going to be doing a first ride per se on this bike, just because I've already ridden an S1000RR about 3 years ago. And if you guys want to see that, definitely go check that video out. Right, so basically all I want to do for you guys, I want to ride it. I want you guys to be able to hear it. Hopefully the sound and everything of the exhaust comes through pretty good. And man, this thing is gorgeous. So shout out to my buddy Chris for allowing me to borrow his bike and do a video for you guys and get some content and stuff like that. So as you can see, starting off right here, we have the Brox Performance full exhaust system. I don't know the exact name for it, but for those of you that do know, this is a full exhaust system, and man, does it sound amazing. And also, as you guys can see, this is the M Sport package, so it does have the carbon fiber wheels. All right, some of the other mods he has, there is a WRS windscreen on here. He's got some mirror deletes on here as well, with the blinkers right here, as you can see. So I think he did have some Rizoma mirrors on here, but he did have a spill with it, so the clutch lever got broken right there. A little bit of scuffs here and there, but he you know, tried to avoid a crash. Somebody almost hit him, so it was either that or lay the bike down, and I think he had to lay it down a little bit, but not too bad overall. Bike still looks pretty good. All right, and in addition to the exhaust, he does have a Brentune Stage 1 ECU flash done to this. And as far as performance items go, I think that's about all he has done to it. And those alone, just after, you know, riding this bike for a little bit, man, this thing feels amazing. As far as any other little mods and stuff like that, besides the windscreen, he has the fender eliminator kit and everything on it. And that is about it. Some frame sliders, some tank pads, just little things here and there. But I think that sums it up. We got some Michelin Power 5s on here, and man, I tell you what, this bike is sweet. It's having me have second thoughts on the old KTM. All right, guys, sorry, forgot to mention this is a 2020 model, and that's when they swapped over the body styles in that year. But all right, guys, enough talking. Let's go on ahead, get this beast out on the road, let you hear. Let's see how it performs. And before we do that, as always, let's cut to the B-roll. Alright guys, and just like that, we're out on the road. So, the 2020 BMW S1000RR, like I said before, I rode one about 3 years ago. And if I sound like I'm talking too loud, I apologize in advance. I have earplugs in, and I really don't know how loud I'm being, but this exhaust is super loud. You guys can probably hear it, and man, I hope it comes across on the GoPro pretty good. Sounds freaking amazing. so this is the first time I've actually seen a Brock's Performance exhaust on a bike and heard it and everything like that, and have, you know, had any kind of experience with the Bryn tune as well. I mean, I don't have experience with it, but, you know, being able to ride a bike that has that tune done to it. All right, now as I mentioned before, when I rode the stock one, and some of you that own this bike know, this has a flat spot in it. So somewhere between like 6,000 and 8,000 RPM, I can't really recall what it was, there was a flat spot. So when you get on it, it kind of just falls on its face for a second and then picks up. But a tune, it was, you know, supposed to fix that, and it has on this bike, and I'm sure it has on a lot of other ones as well. Man, I must say, I do miss being on this bike. It's giving me second thoughts. Should I get rid of the KTM and get an S1000RR? I don't know, man. Tough choices. We're gonna go. We're not supposed to go. You're supposed to go on green here, arrow only. But I know, I'm short shifting, but I'm not to the part yet where I really want to get on it. Now this quick shifter is the factory BMW quick shifter, and I must say that thing is awesome. So quick shift up, auto blip down, and the thing is so butter smooth. Oh my gosh, it's like perfection. You know, I gotta do it. Oh my gosh, this thing sounds so good. Yeah, BMW made a very nice bike. I mean, aesthetically, this thing is very, very pleasing to the eyes. It sounds amazing. I mean, just everything about this bike is awesome. All right, so if you go to my last video on this bike, you can see me get on it right here. Alright, not too bad. Let's see what she does now. Oh my god. Alright, so once this thing hit like 10,000 RPM, that's when the power band like kicked on, and like it was just like, oh my gosh, hold on. Love it. No hands. Let's see if it'll go to first. Oh, neutral. Oh my goodness. All right. So I wasn't really paying too much attention to the RPM gauge. I apologize. I didn't take it all the way to red line. I know there's gonna be some people in the comments. Oh, you didn't max it out. Come on, man. I know. I'm sorry. But I'll probably try to give it another go here if I get another straight spot. But yeah, this thing is a beast of a bike, especially with that whew. Very nice, very nice. See it right there. That's what I wanted to see. See, it takes a minute, and I think once it hits about 9,000 RPM, that thing just kicks on, man, and punches you in the face. And we are currently in race mode. I haven't touched any of the modes or anything like that, so this is what he said it's set up for, and I mean, whew. Now, we don't know what this thing has horsepower-wise. It hasn't been on a dyno, but stock, this thing has just a little over 200 horsepower, and I want to say 83 foot-pounds of torque, if I'm not mistaken, which is crazy because my KTM RC8 has about 90 foot-pounds of torque, and I think the Panigale V4 also has somewhere in the neighborhood of 90 foot-pounds of torque. But some of the twins, they're going to have a lot more download torque and punch and stuff like that. And this bike is just all around, man. I mean, it doesn't have the kick you in the face torque immediately, kind of like my my KTM does. But that mid-range, once it comes on, you better hold on for dear life. You know what? I think I'm gonna go back to that straight for you guys, because I don't know what else is up here for the route that I'm taking, because I don't have my phone up for GPS right now. It just tried to wheelie on me. I can't remember if that was at the top of second or when I shifted into third. Holy cow. Oh man, that's crazy. That is crazy.
You're crazy, man.
Yeah, this thing is scary fast. All right, I think I've shown you guys enough here of the power as far as me doing a pull. Maybe we'll get another one in, I don't know.
5 minutes later.
Yes! I love it. Freaking love it. That front wheel was getting light, boy. Second, third gear. Woo! I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot faster ones out there, but for me, this thing's a beast. All right, I think I've had my fun in the speed department for one day. Man, I've never been so happy about a bike before. What is going on? All right, I'm gonna need to pull over and put my GPS on. Needed to get my GPS up because I don't know where I'm going to this location that I'm going to. It's yet another motorcycle cafe. They got a big Ferris wheel and everything over there. Something going on with his brake light. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Yeah. Ooh, love it. All right, let's finish talking about this bad boy for a little bit here. So, all right, we just handled the power and speed department. We talked about the looks. Obviously, this is a very popular bike, very gorgeous bike, and looks are subjective, but I think it's one of the better leader bikes out there. You know, I mean, you have the R1, the Aprilia is a nice one. Ducati obviously makes very sexy bikes. I mean, they all look good in my opinion, but this thing, when it's you take the mirrors off and it has the right mods and stuff like that on it, this thing looks beautiful. All right, so this seat is not comfortable at all. I mean, it's pretty hard. I don't know if you can get a softer seat, you know, from BMW for it. I'm pretty sure you can, and you can get some other aftermarket seats for it. And ergonomics wise, I mean, I actually have a lot of room. You know, me being a tall rider, I have a lot of room to scoop my butt back on the seat, so that's pretty good. I wasn't trying to get my head all the way down on the tank with the GoPro and everything. I wanted you guys to kind of see the speedometer and stuff, and hopefully you know, it worked out and you guys could see it okay. But I mean, positioning everything, I mean, it does have a kind of a tall seat height. It reminds me almost of like sitting on an R1. I'm up here talking and not paying attention to where I'm going here. But yeah, I mean, I just haven't sat on a sport bike in a couple months because, you know, I've been riding the Brixton around and everything like that. So when I first got on it, it was like, oh man, this thing feels like a true sport bike. the ride quality on this thing is very nice. It's super smooth, man. I mean, I don't know, just the ride, it feels really smooth. The shifting, through the quick shifter and everything like that, everything is so smooth. I mean, it's a BMW, it's a German bike, so I mean, I would imagine that, it's good quality and everything is nice and smooth. And we got some other nice creature comforts on here, like heated grips. We got a lot of features packed into this iPad of a screen we got going on here. And I'm not gonna dive into it, but we got this wheel and everything on here, and man, there are so many settings on here. You can tap into your navigation and have it be on the screen. I think you can have it on the screen. Maybe if not, I think it's just Bluetooth, and you can run it through your headset. You can change, the modes from sport to race to, all that good stuff. I mean, it has wheelie control, ABS, power modes, launch control, all the controls you can think of. I mean, this bike has a lot of things packed into it. And then I do like how on the screen right here, how you can change the way that the screen looks with the tachometer and the speedometer and everything like that. So like I was saying, you can change the way that the screen looks here. I think that's pretty awesome. I like this screen that it's on right now, so you can show like your fuel gauge. You can change the location of the mile per hour gauge, and I like the way that the tach looks right here. So you have like the brake force, like it'll show how much force you're applying on the brake. I'm not real sure what DTC stands for. You guys can let me know down in the comments. And then it has the lean angle gauge as well, so that's pretty cool too. Yeah, there's just so much going on this thing, man. There's like half the stuff I probably would never even use. So it's nice to have a lot of tech and features in a bike, but then it kind of sucks because you pay all that money for it, and most people really won't use it anyway. We also have a cruise control on this bike, so this is one of the few sport bikes that has cruise control. I think the ZX10R, the newer one, has cruise control now. I think that's it. I think these are the only two sport bikes that have it. Some of your naked bikes have it, but as far as fully fared sport bikes, I think these are it. But all right, guys, nice little quick video to go over the S1000RR after not being on one for about 3 years, going from stock to one that actually has a little bit of work done to it. And I must say, holy cow, I am impressed. This thing is nasty. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit that like button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.